This is your daily dose of automotive news featuring the latest from the EV world. Porsche sets a new record at the Nürburgring, Lexus finally catches up to the rest of the automotive world and decides to release an EV SUV with 3 rows, and it also makes supercar noises. And BMW is set to release the iX3, and some say it's better than the actual X3. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Scubah and I give you the latest in the automotive world, so if you don't want to miss out on that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's dive in. Alright, so starting off with Porsche breaking a new record at the Nürburgring with the Taycan Turbo. Porsche just set a new lap record for luxury EVs with a time of 6 minutes and 55 seconds, which is only about 6 seconds off the time of the ZR1X. Now, Porsche was able to do this with the Taycan Turbo with a YSEC package, but they also made additional upgrades by adding a Manti kit. Now, Manti kits add a ton of downforce, suspension upgrades, and just a bunch of components that make these cars handle so much better. But in groundbreaking news, Manti actually did something that they've never done before with the Taycan Turbo. Owners can actually get a Manti kit fitted to their YSEC package cars and also have the powertrain upgraded, which is something that Porsche and Manti have never done before. So this is pretty special. Now, Lars Kern, the test driver for the Porsche Taycan Turbo, actually beat his previous time by about 12 seconds, and this is simply because of the upgrades made from the Manti kit. So I think that we can see how crazy Manti kits added to Porsches are and what they really do to the time and the performance of these cars. Now, Porsche actually reclaimed the top spot from the Yangwang U9 Extreme, so this is a pretty incredible feat. Now, of course, the Yangwang U9 Extreme still holds the top speed record when it comes to EVs, but it's pretty cool to know that Porsche built a car that can handle way better. Will BYD hit back with the Yangwang and try to reclaim this record? Only time will tell. But it seems like we might be setting up for a dogfight similar to the Mustang GTD and the Corvette ZR1X. This is going to be really exciting news. As soon as we find out more, of course, we're going to be reporting back on it here. Moving on to our next feature, Lexus finally is catching up to the rest of the automotive world and releasing an EV SUV with 3 rows. This is going to be the 6-seater TZ. Now, it's said that the TZ is going to have around 300 miles of range and is actually going to be able to make V10 noises just like the Lexus LFA. Now, it's kind of weird because the Lexus engineers have actually positioned the TZ as a SUV that's supposed to be really quiet and potentially have one of the quietest cabins in the entire world for any SUV. So it is kind of funny that they're actually putting in V10 noises, like LFA style noises, into an EV, an SUV that's supposed to be one of the quietest in the world. That's actually a really funny thing, but hey, I'm here for it, right? We got to have a little bit of fun with these cars. So the Lexus TZ is actually going to be built on the Highlander chassis, so Lexus isn't really reinventing the wheel here. And it's said that the TZ should have around 300 miles of range, which is pretty standard of EVs in today's market. Now, it's claimed that the Lexus TZ will produce around 402 horsepower from its dual motor setup and will come equipped with all-wheel drive. We can expect the Lexus TZ to hit dealer lots towards the end of 2026. As of right now, we don't have any information on pricing, but I'm sure as the year goes on, we'll kind of get those figures. In typical Lexus fashion, the interior of the Lexus TZ is incredible. Lexus always nails it when it comes to interiors. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Lexus TZ. What do you think about the V10 supercar noises, the LFA style noises? This is a really cool Easter egg. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So back to the interior of the Lexus TZ. The front and second rows will come equipped with heated and ventilated seats, while the second and third rows will have a one-touch fold feature. Overall, I would give the Lexus TZ a 9 out of 10 when it comes to styling. I think it's really well done. And when I look at the rear end, it almost reminds me of the newer Range Rovers. Do you see it? Let me know down in the comments below. And last but not least, BMW is set to release their iX3, and some say that it may be better than the actual X3. For starters, the iX3 X-drive models will start at around $61,000 and go all the way up to around $66,000. This would be for the M50 X-drive version. And surprisingly, it actually costs less than the X3. But here's the kicker, it actually makes more power than the X3. So the most powerful X3 makes around 393 horsepower from factory. However, the iX3 will make around 463 horsepower from factory for $5,000 less than the actual internal combustion engine model. People might say that the internal combustion engine X3 may be better than the iX3 because of the range, right? You can drive a little bit more on a gas-powered engine. And yes, to a certain extent, that is true. However, BMW is trying to put that claim to rest. Let me explain. So, a standard X3 is claimed to be able to go around 516 miles on a full tank of gas. Now, the iX3 is claimed to have a range of 434 miles. Now, of course, that's around an 18-mile discrepancy when it comes to the two. However, I think that we can say that a range of 434 miles is very impressive and potentially will put the range anxiety that people have about EVs to rest. And I think that's what BMW is trying to do here. Now, what's even more impressive is that BMW has found a way to have the iX3 go from 10 to 80% in just around 21 minutes. And with that type of a charging time, you no longer have to worry about sitting at a supercharger for 40 to 50 minutes to get a full charge. And moving back to the price of the iX3, there's speculation that there may be a single motor version coming in 2027 that may be even cheaper than the dual motor options. I have to say, in recent years, BMW's lineup has been game changing, and I think that there's been a rise in popularity not only in the gas powered version of the BMW lineup, but also in the EV sector. Let me know what you think about the new iX3 down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.